During our family vacation, my parents ambushed my wife and demanded she surrender our marriage to appease my unhinged brother. My older brother Ryder has harbored a bizarre, obsessive fixation on my wife Ren since we started dating 5 years ago. He never called it a crush. He told everyone they were spiritually tethered and that he was waiting for the universe to correct my mistake. My parents thought his intense empathy was a beautiful gift. He once ruined our anniversary dinner by sending a $200 bottle of champagne to our table with a note reading, "To my future soulmate." Everyone chuckled except me. When I told my parents it was deeply disturbing, my mom sneered. "He's an emotionally sensitive artist. Stop projecting your toxic insecurities." When Ryder turned 26, I stupidly assumed he would outgrow this delusion. I was blind to the terrifying reality he was orchestrating behind the scenes. Our entire family was mandated to attend a 7-day, off-the-grid wellness retreat at a secluded mountain lodge in Asheville, North Carolina, for my mother's 60th birthday. My dad booked the single transport van, making escaping early impossible. I felt a knot in my stomach the second we unpacked on October 14th. Ryder walked into the main lodge smelling exactly like Ren's signature lavender perfume. He was drinking her favorite niche brand of oat milk matcha and had permanently tattooed the exact coordinates of our wedding venue on his left forearm. When he caught me staring, he gave a dead, unblinking smile. I dragged my mom aside, but she waved her hand. "He's aligning his chakras with her energy. Leave him alone." Things rapidly deteriorated. Ren went to the lodge's communal greenhouse to read one afternoon and sprinted back to our cabin hyperventilating. She locked the door, shaking uncontrollably. Ryder had trapped her in the narrow aisle, handed her a glass vial containing his own blood, and whispered, "Our timelines are merging tonight." I marched straight to my parents, but my dad essentially laughed in my face. "You're severely misinterpreting his spiritual offerings." Ryder kept escalating, hovering inches behind her chair at dinner, humming the song Ren walked down the aisle to. On the 4th morning, I was searching the main cabin for a spare phone charger and accidentally knocked over Ryder's leather messenger bag. A thick, custom-printed photo album slid out onto the hardwood floor. I opened it, and my blood ran freezing cold. He had paid a professional graphic designer to meticulously Photoshop my face out of every single one of our wedding photos and replace it with his own. There were over 100 pictures. The final page was a forged, legally drafted will leaving all of Ren's assets to him, with a post-it note reading, "Execution phase." This was a hostile takeover. That evening, my dad intercepted us on the porch. Family summit in the great room, right now. We walked in to find Ryder sitting cross-legged on a velvet cushion, burning sage. My parents flanked him like bodyguards. My dad cleared his throat. "Ryder's spiritual guide has confirmed his soul bond with Ren. We are asking you to transition into a polyamorous dynamic, so Ryder isn't deprived of his cosmic right." Ren stepped back, disgusted, asking if they were suggesting I surrender my marriage to appease a lunatic. My mom scoffed. "You have a massive salary and a house in Seattle. Ryder has nothing but his spiritual truth. He deserves a supportive partner to build his foundation." I looked at Ryder, and my stomach churned. He wasn't crying. He looked predatory. That's when I threw the photoshopped wedding album onto the coffee table. "You want to see his spiritual truth? Look at this psychotic forgery." My mom barely glanced at it before shrugging. "He's visualizing his future. You're being incredibly close-minded." Dad chimed in. "Ryder is just manifesting love. Stop being so aggressive." Ryder stood up, kicking the sage bowl aside. "They see the truth. You stole my destiny. I am meant to live in that house with her." He lunged toward Ren, screaming she was just confused. I didn't utter another syllable. I shoved him back, grabbed Ren's arm, and we walked out into the freezing night. We hiked 4 miles in the dark to a highway gas station and paid a trucker $300 to drive us to the airport. We changed our locks and phone numbers immediately. 6 months later, Ryder tried to legally forge his name onto the deed of our Seattle home and got caught by the county clerk, resulting in a felony fraud charge. My parents begged me to post his $50,000 bail. Instead, I used that money to permanently relocate us to London, leaving them all behind in their own manufactured hell.